Hey everyone, excited to be here today. Talk a little bit about my journey to bilateral knee replacement and talk about how I got mentally and physically ready. As you can see, I'm on it. 5 days before my surgery, and I'm still out here on the trusty pedal assist mountain bike. I already got about 1,200 feet of climbing in today, and working hard on just keeping my legs fit. But just a little bit about me. My name is Rocky. I've gone pretty hard with my body. I'm 55 years old and I've had a lot of knee injuries, starting with high school football, into college lacrosse, and I picked up skydiving after going to jump school in the military. And I managed to get a patellar tendon rupture from a skydiving injury when I was about 26 years old. That's a big reconstructive surgery. And then I managed the same exact injury in the other knee 5 years later, also skydiving. And then I had one more major knee injury with a medial collateral tear from a dirt bike. So long story short, I've gotten a lot of mileage out of my knees, and obviously do some osteoarthritis. So headed for the surgery. So I've got a fair amount of experience with orthopedic surgeries, as you can probably tell. And that's not even the end of it. I've also had an Achilles tendon rupture repair from a dirt bike jump at 37 years old, and also have a fractured radius bone in my arm that had to be repaired with titanium hardware. So been through on the knife a time or two, and just a little bit of background on where I got. Obviously, osteoarthritis is a process that's induced by those kinds of injuries, and I've kind of gotten to the point where I can no longer tolerate it. Even a 2 or 3 mile hike with my wife is almost intolerable, and I have 2 or 3 days of swelling after that. This mountain bike's likely to cost me a couple days of swelling and pain in addition. So my wife's a big skier, 9 years younger than me. Last year is pretty clear that I just, I couldn't keep up with her even close on a snowboard, and I could only manage 2 or 3 hours on the hill. So, just you get to the point where you've exhausted all other options, and that for me is things like steroid shots into the joint and Synvisc, which is a kind of proxy for what's to cushion your knee because your meniscus or cartilage is no longer there. So anyway, here I am, 5 days out of my surgery, and I had some experience with some of the Facebook support groups. I'm going to put the air quotes up on support groups because it's not very encouraging when you see people really struggling there. And certainly a lot of those people probably are first major surgery, and some of them are older, and maybe hadn't been moving around quite as much as me. And so it just occurred to me that maybe I would do some videos and talk about how I hopefully have prepared myself mentally and physically for what's going to prove a pretty long-term recovery. So that's about it. I hope you can like, subscribe, and share, all that kind of thing, and really join me on this journey. And I hope to share what's going to be a successful result, and I'll talk about a little bit more about my prep in coming videos. So thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to a healthy and happy knee.